What is going on, everybody? My name is AsukaYenOSRS, and this is my second AMA video. If you don't know what an AMA video is, that means Ask Me Anything. So for the past couple of months, I've had a channel in my Discord where I've asked you guys to ask me questions, whether related to RuneScape or real life, and I will answer them. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to remind you guys that my clan chat is always open to everybody. You can see the clan chat name right down here. And if you have any questions or you're looking to make some friends, maybe find some bossing teams, come in and hang out. And additionally, if you have your ad blocker turned off, but it's 2019, why would you have your ad blocker turned off anyways? But just in case you do, down below the video, you can see that I have a Teespring shop and you can get one of these beautiful Buying GF shirts, as well as another shirt which is related to RuneScape math. So if you want to check those out, please do. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's AMA video. All right, so like I said just a few seconds ago, I've been asking you guys to ask me questions throughout the past couple of months, and I had over 100 questions, so there's no possible way that I could do all of those in one video. It would be like an hour-and-a-half long video, and it would just be way too much for YouTube. Even I wouldn't watch that. So what I did was I took all the questions and I put them into a random generator, which gave me 30 questions. That's how many I want to do for this video. And over here in this hat, I have all the questions written down on little pieces of paper, so I'm going to pull them out at random and I'm going to answer your questions, only 30 of them, so if yours doesn't get called, I'm sorry. Maybe in the next one, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first question here is going to be from Mr. Capu 1405. Chick-fil-A or Popeye's chicken sandwich? It's got to be Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is the OG chicken sandwich, and I could not imagine having any other chicken sandwich than that spicy chicken deluxe. All right, next question is going to be Just the Chef. What is your drive to keep playing? So right now my drive to keep playing is maxing. I'm like 50 levels away from maxing. I've been playing this game for 15 years, 16 years, and I've never had a maxed account. And I finally settled down and said that I think this is the time that I should really sit down and try to max an account. And then after that, I have pet hunting to do and the Inferno, all of that. So I really actually have a lot keeping me playing right now, a lot that I want to achieve. Plus, I also love to put out helpful videos for you guys. So that also gives me a drive to play. When something new comes out, I can make a new guide. I can find the easiest way to do that and convey it to you guys. Divine Pardon asks, why did you make a PVM clan instead of joining a pre-established clan? So if you guys don't know, yes, I do have a small PVM clan. It is called the Slayer Squad. I think my biggest reason for making my own PVM clan was not just to have a clan, but a lot of maxed clans require you to have full Justice Shard, full Armadillo, Bandos, all the Elite Voids, all the Zenite jewelries, all the best in slot boots. And it's too much. You don't need all of that to play this game. And I wanted to make a spot where maxed players that don't have the time to get all of that, but maybe they have Void, or maybe they have some decent gear, can come and hang out and meet some new people that'll go bossing with them without judging them that they don't have all of the best items in the game. Make It Rain. What's your favorite memory from your entire time playing RuneScape 2/OSRS? I think I've been asked this before, but not in a video. And I think my favorite memory was back in 2005. And I know it was 2005 because it was about a year or so after that I had started playing. I got my first shield left half drop from a fire giant while I was training to get 99 strength in 2005, and it was worth like something like 7 mil at the time, and I just thought I was rolling in the dough. I went out and bought like every Zamorak set, the Saradomin armor runes set, the Guthix one. I got all those and just thought I was like hot shit, and it was like the greatest time because even after that I still had some money left over, so I think I went PKing and probably lost it all. So let's see, next one is going to be from Your Pal QWERTY. Have you ever considered doing any collabs with any other RS YouTubers? No, I haven't considered it. I haven't actually reached out to any of the other OSRS YouTubers and seen if they wanted to do anything with me, mainly because I do have a 40-hour-a-week job, so YouTube is a side thing for me, and I don't have as much time to dedicate to it as I really would like. So it would be kind of hard for me to collaborate with another YouTuber, especially if they're in different time zones. It would just be really hard to work together. But if somebody did approach me and offer me, I would consider the offer. I think it would be a fun project. Next question is going to be from Luke Walshin. What are your top 3 favorite OSRS pets? Oh, that's easy. Zolra, Alchemical Hydra, and Omelet if you have the dust from challenge mode raids. And that's just because they can transmog. I already have the Zolra pet, and I like changing that one to match whatever Fashionscape outfit I'm wearing in the game. I am going to be trying, after I max, to get the Alchemical Hydra pet, and definitely the Omelet probably right after I max. Those are my next 2 goals. This one is from Senpai. What's your favorite skill outside of Slayer? My favorite skill outside of Slayer is it would probably have to be, I mean, I know I'm gonna hate to say this, but after getting 99 rune crafting, I think rune crafting would actually be my favorite skill outside of Slayer because it's so easy to do on Zeah with the soul runes and the blood runes. Blood runes are great money right now, and it's just really AFK. So if you have to make some money and you have to do something else at the time, you can split your attention between the two very easily, make some extra cash. This one's from Demonic2786. Do you think a new skill will ever pass? Yes and no, I guess, if that's an answer. I think yes, because a new skill, if it appeals to the players, then I think yes, it will pass. But something like warding, not really, sailing, not really. And I say no because a lot of old school players are stuck, where they want to be. They don't want the game to change that much. I'm not personally opposed to a new skill, even though it would set back my maxing a little bit, but it would still give me something else to strive for. As long as it appealed to me and I thought that it was useful to the game, then no, I'm not opposed to a new skill, and I'd like to see one. Next question is from Bender Patrol 711. Favorite hobby besides OSRS and or YouTube? So my favorite hobby, I have 2 of them actually. One is working on my car. I like working on my car. I like doing different stuff to it, making it look different, making it faster. And my other hobby outside is carpentry. I like building stuff. I like coming up with new ideas for whatever I want to build. Recently built a bed frame and a nightstand for myself and my girlfriend as we just moved into a new townhouse, and we didn't want to spend a ton of money on new stuff that you buy from a store. So I ended up finding pictures of what we wanted, and I just built it. Next question is going to be from Toxic Asset. How do you feel about Jagex's seeming willingness for bots to exist, and what do you think they should do going forward? I really think, they really need to crack down on the bots because eventually it is going to ruin the economy. I guess even worse than it might be now. I mean, yes, item prices are up, but these bot farms are just really increasing, and there's bots for everything now. There's bots for Vorkath, there's bots for Zolra, there's bots for Corporal Beast, and they're just running in, and they're really gonna crash the market if it goes unchecked. I think Jagex really needs to up their bot detection software. And not only that, I think they should probably, give some JMods a chance to actually walk around the game and find bots, because it's really clear to see who's botting and who's not. And I really think it would help if they actually stepped in and experienced the problem themselves rather than watching it from the sidelines. Emerald Raltz asked, if you could change anything about RuneScape, what would you change? If I could change anything about RuneScape, I would change the evolution of combat that happened way back in 2010 or 11, or whenever that happened. Whenever the EOC happened, I would change that because that's really when the game split. And then, people like us, we were without a version of the game we knew and loved for however many years, 4 or 5 years, 3, I'm not sure, I can't remember. After the evolution of combat, I stopped playing, and I didn't actually come back to the game until 2014 after Old School had launched. So yeah, that's what I would change. Next question is from Schlin How many accounts do you have in OSRS? What do you use them for? And how many accounts are you playing on at any given time? So I only have 2 accounts. I have my main account, AsukaYenOSRS, and I have my Slayer Pure, which is now, I guess, a Berserker account. And I'm pretty much always playing on both of them at the same time. Obviously maxing on the main, almost there, and as of right now, the Slayer Pure is just camping the Brutal Black Dragons. I'm trying to get, as much loot as I can by the time I max. So I got a few more skills to go, and I'm going to keep slaying the Brutal Black Dragons on that account. Next question is going to be from X Silva Cook. Will you be storming Area 51? Hell yeah. I've been practicing my Naruto run, and I'm going to get on it. I'm going to get there with those guys, and we're going to find some aliens. This one is from Kawasaki. Out of your cars, which one is your favorite? Well, I only have 1 car, but I do own 3 vehicles. I have a Ford Mustang GT, a Honda CBR 1000RR, and a Silvia pontoon boat. So out of the 3 of them at the moment, I think my CBR motorcycle is my favorite vehicle because I like to hit the windy back roads, I like to go fast, and it's just in general a really fun motorcycle to ride. Now that could change. My Mustang is becoming a project car, and I will be getting a truck soon, so maybe eventually the Mustang might be my favorite vehicle to drive, but as of right now, it's going to be the bike. Next question is going to be from Smegma Nager. What's your opinion on real-world trading, including bonds? Real-world trading is something that really irks me because people that don't work for anything in the game, they can pretty much just go onto any of these gold buying websites and say, I got $500 to blow. Why not buy 500 mil, 600 mil, or whatever? And then they go stake it all away, lose it, and they can go back. They can go back and just do it again. There's really no consequence to what they're doing. A lot of people gold farm. These gold farmers are still operating. There's so much negligence on Jagex's part, I think, in banning the gold farmers. So I really think they should crack down on that. As for the bonds, that's really Jagex's choice, but I don't really agree with that. It seems, I know it's not a microtransaction, but it kind of seems like a microtransaction. If you have money, you can basically pay to win, buy a whole bunch of bonds, sell them, and buy whatever gear you want. So I don't really think that's the way to go either. This one's from It's Me, Luigi. Ever gonna revisit older videos? Yes, I do plan on revisiting some older videos with a new twist on them. I can't tell you guys what it is yet, but I do have some plans for that in the future, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. But this actually won't happen until after I am maxed, after I have my Infernal Cape, but I am working on it, and I'm trying to get the details down. Next question is from James Sherman Jr. What do you do to work out? Do you prefer jogging, weightlifting, or circuit training? I hate cardio. I really hate cardio. I played baseball in college, and I really only had to run 90 feet from home to first base as fast as I could. If I was unfortunate enough to hit a triple, then I had to run 270 feet, and that really sucked. So cardio was never my strong point. Most of my workouts are pretty much just weightlifting. I only do 1 cardio day a week, and I do 2 upper body and abs days and 2 legs days and 1 cardio day per week. That's it. So weightlifting is my preferred choice of working out. Next question, mkenji9597. What is your view on group Ironman? I really don't think I can answer this because I personally don't like the Iron Man concept. It's not something that I enjoy. It's not something that I will enjoy. I play RuneScape so I can interact with the community. I like going bossing with friends. I like, helping people out when I can, maybe if they need a loan, or maybe if I just want to be nice and give some people something. So with an Iron Man account, I can't really do that. Plus, I'm pretty much as old school as they come. I like the original version of the game, from 2006, 2007, where there were no Iron Men. You can call me a hater, but it is what it is, and that's just how I see it. This one is from Any Childhood Dream. So yeah, my childhood dream was to be a Major League Baseball player, and I could have possibly been on my way. I was throwing about 92 miles an hour when I was 19 years old, 18 and 19 years old. I played in college, Division I junior college, and unfortunately I hurt my shoulder my sophomore year of college. I had to redshirt, which means I couldn't play that year, and then I went back the next year to try to play again, and it just didn't work out. So it was childhood dream, but from that spawned a lot of different opportunities. If that would have happened, I wouldn't be here in front of you guys. I wouldn't, have met the people that I met. So everything happens for a reason, and I think that was the reason that I'm here right now. Next question is going to be from Chris Ford. Do you have any new series ideas that you haven't told us yet? Yes, I do. I just mentioned it. So I do have a couple of series in the works. I do have the Lazy Player's Guide to 99 that is coming out very soon. The first episode will be coming out very soon after this video comes out. And in that series, I'm pretty much going to be showing you guys the, I guess, most efficient lazy ways to get 99s, because I'm not an efficient player. I like to enjoy RuneScape the way I like to enjoy it. I just want to kind of sit back, get the levels at my own pace, but still do them somewhat efficiently, at least looking at it from a lazy perspective. Next question is going to be from AsukaYenOSRS. How does PID work, and what is PID swap? Okay, so PID is player identification. Now, when you log into a world, each player is assigned a player identification number. Now, the lowest PID number is going to have the best reaction on the server. So let's say you have 2,000 people in the world. Your PID could be anywhere from 1 to 2,000. So let's say you have a PID of 50 and the guy standing next to you has a PID of 54. If you both click at the same time, you're going to move a little bit faster, about half a second before he does. Now, if that was the opposite, then he would move a little bit faster than you would, because his player identification number is contacting the server faster than yours is. With RuneScape, in a recent update, your PID actually randomly switches every so often. So it does cycle the PIDs around. So one time you might have it not as good as somebody else, and then you might be better than that person. Now, PID swap works in a way that basically, let's say you're staking. If you want to swap PIDs, you can click the ground and then maybe wait about half a second, then attack again, and then you have successfully swapped PIDs, even though you're still doing the same thing and you didn't log out. Or you could transition to a new PID from waiting so long. The way you can test your PID is actually, if you log into a world, follow somebody. If you follow them instantly, then your PID is pretty good. But if you follow them and it takes a half a second or so for you to start following them, then your PID is behind. This one's from Toxic Hot Boy. Any goals for ranked in League of Legends? So I've already achieved my goal. My only goal for League of Legends every year is just to get gold, and because with gold you get season rewards. A couple seasons ago I was platinum 2 or 3 seasons in a row, but I'm just really not that into it anymore. I just kind of play for the Victoria skin at the end of the season. So I've already reached my goal, and any ranked games I play from here on out are pretty much just for fun. Next question is going to be from Jihad. Do you ever think you'll get bored of RuneScape? I'd like to say no, because I've been in and out of this game for years and years, and the thing that keeps coming back is the old school team. They're pretty decent at putting out content. 10 years ago, I never would have thought there would have been a concept of Chambers of Xeric or the Theater of Blood in RuneScape, but the Jagex staff with that, they really outdid themselves. They're both incredibly fun PVM adventures, so I think if they can keep putting out content like that, I probably won't go anywhere for a very long time, or at least until the game shuts down completely. Next question is going to be from Bears. Do you like the idea of warding? I don't. I don't like the idea of warding, and I can keep this answer very short and simple. We have the smithing skill that will allow you to make armor and stuff for yourself. We have the crafting skill that will allow you to make ranged armor for yourself and split bark items for magic. So I didn't really see the point of making this imbued magic armor in an entirely different skill when you could easily just add it to crafting. And maybe if you had some that they had proposed that have sort of kind of like a melee aspect to them, it could have went into smithing. I just don't think a new skill to make new sets of armor really would have helped the game. Next question is going to be from Burning Dad, if you had to make a new account for a YouTube series, what would it be? It's funny that this should be asked because I've actually been thinking about this for After I Max. So After I Max, I was actually thinking about a couple different alternatives to Slayer, and the one that's sticking out in my mind is making a new account and getting 99 Slayer on it with no quests. So I wouldn't do a single quest, and I would try to get 99 Slayer. So we can see how that goes. Let me know what you think in the comments below if this is a good idea, or if you have another idea for another kind of account for Slayer, let me know. Next question is going to be from Pop in Smoke. What made you decide to become a YouTuber? So actually, I was looking around at some guides like 3 years ago when I started YouTubing, and some of the ones that I found they weren't very informative. I was kind of left wondering, what should I do in this situation? Something wasn't explained. So I wanted to try to make guides that went through literally every possible thing that you could encounter while on a boss. Now I know I do miss things. Sometimes people correct me in the comments below, and I do appreciate that. The constructive criticism is great. But yeah, I just wanted to try to make the best guides I possibly could so I can convey as much information to you guys as possible. Next question is going to be from Zenyatta. What is your favorite book? My favorite book is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I grew up reading Harry Potter in my early teens, and I've read those books over and over again, and hands down I think Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows is my favorite book. Next question is going to be from Door to Light. What is your favorite solo boss, and how long do you think you can go grinding it? My favorite solo boss is probably Vorkath. I do like Vorkath a lot, and I previously did a 1000 kill video on it probably over a year ago now, but I really do enjoy that boss. I think it's fun personally. I know some people have been grinding it forever and they just get tired of it and they never want to go back, but I do really like the pet, so I don't think that I can get tired of Vorkath. I haven't been there in a while because I'm just in full maxing mode right now, but I do plan on going back, especially for that pet hunting. Okay, so I have a couple more here. So this one is from Kick All Moms. What state do you live in? Oh, it's very simple. I live in Maryland. More specifically, I live in Southern Maryland, where all the rednecks and the big trucks live. This next one and the last one is going to be from Hermetian. What is your all-time favorite TV show? Well, I'm an anime dork, and I would say my all-time favorite TV show has to be Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is an anime that I really enjoy. I've watched it over and over and over again, and as of right now, the English dub of the new season is not out yet, but I can't wait for that. I usually watch a lot of this stuff while I'm working on videos or skilling in RuneScape, so I always watch the English dub versions. Plus, I'm really lazy. I don't want to read subtitles. So yeah, Sword Art Online probably has to be my favorite TV show. But that is it, guys. I don't have any more questions. That is all 30 that I've knocked out. They're all over the floor now. So I'll be kicking myself in the ass for picking those up later. So I want to say thank you for watching this video, and I want to say thank you for asking all of those questions to me. I really do enjoy doing these kind of videos. It's been a while since the last one, so maybe in the near future, hopefully I can do another one. Get some more questions, or just reuse some of the old questions that didn't get used this time. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions about the game or questions about real life, I will try to answer them below in the comments. If you haven't done so yet, please tap that subscribe button. It is right down there in the corner. And also at the end screen, you'll see a couple videos on both sides of the end screen. You can find something else that you like to watch. So I will see you guys on the next video. Take it easy, everybody.